you take the garlic bread out?
Can you take the garlic bread out?
I can't move.
I'll go and take the garlic bread out. Can I just say,
Yeah.
there's nothing that's more boomer culture than using the word hits.
Yeah,
Right?
I agree, yeah.
Like, I've never heard anyone that's not the definition of boomer use the word hits. It's hot.
Yes.
Yeah, but not go crazy.
I'm watching.
You're damn right. Are you still recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Today, no. This, you alright?
Okay, there we go.
This week, me and Jess.
You've not got a lot of headroom, just to let you know. There, now you're way out of frame. Like your nose is in frame.
This week, me and Jess saw the film
Killer Clowns.
Killer Clowns
Didn't cut this very well, though.
from Outer Space.
Sorry to interrupt your show, but you didn't cut this garlic bread very well.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
He's been clowned.
I'm getting freaking clowned on. So, Killer Clowns from Outer Space is a movie from. I'll get back to you on that one. Is a movie from about 30 years ago. About, you guessed it, a bunch of clowns from outer space and they kill people. That's the story. Sounds simple. It's actually a very deep analysis of the human condition and how we're all clowns at the end of the day.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's what the movie's about.
Is it?
I've decided, yeah.
Right. Well, you can have your English lit interpretation, but unfortunately the colours of the curtains being yellow doesn't represent happiness, Josh. It's just the yellow curtains.
In reality, it's actually just this stupid idea, and they just did it. They made the movie and did everything they possibly could with this concept of Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and it's great, quite honestly. I was worried because our first experience...
Wait, are you recording the audio?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Our first experience with the clowns was at Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios. We hadn't seen the movie, but we have now because I have it from the fantastic Arrow video collection. And I kind of was expecting it to kind of be a crappy B movie, because that's what it looks like. It's Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and it is a crappy B movie. But it's really, really fun, and it's got some really, really silly effects. Like,
It's very self-aware.
it's very self-aware. It's got like popcorn crawling along the floor, popcorn gun. It's got like clown babies that are just heads. And then the clowns themselves. I think for me the funniest thing about the film is that every time someone sees the clowns who doesn't know that they're aliens, despite the fact they look freakish and hideous and inhuman, no one ever like thinks it's weird. They're just like, oh look, it's a regular clown.
Yeah, no, it's like ha 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 hoo hoo hoo.
The film operates under the assumption that all clowns look like these. Which is absolutely hilarious, and it's intentional. Let's be honest. But I think the on a technical level, the most genuinely impressive thing about the film is a lot of the effects. Like the clown outfits themselves are actually really cool to look at. The Clownzilla scene is really like cool. It's really good. A lot of the stuff with the tent, because their spaceship is a tent. Looks really nice and cool and like genuinely good. The best thing, ironically, about the film is the performances of the actors. They are hilarious, especially the primary two men. They are overacting in such hilarious ways. It's so much fun, and I could gush about this movie, quite honestly. There's not much bad to say about it. Like, I could be a real downer and be like, well, there was some real editing issues. This is real. The sound editing was atrocious. It was awful. But who cares, right? Because it's fucking Killer Clowns, right? You're not watching Killer Clowns to try and have a fucking movie experience. You're watching
Yeah.
Killer Clowns because it's fucking Killer Clowns, right? And it's fun. And genuinely, I'd recommend it to anyone.
Absolutely.
It's the epitome of, like, schlocky, stupid, self-aware horror. It's great. There are so many. I feel like if we watched it again, we'd find so many lines to quote, like, "What are you gonna do? Knock my block off?" Is
No,
amazing.
they're not gonna make a dummy out of me or whatever.
Then I'm gonna make a dummy out of it. That scene, I will say, there is one scene in the movie to do with a dummy that I kind of actually scared. It was a little tense and scary.
Good. It was a good scene.
It was like actually a really good scene. And then when the clown gets up and starts like pushing the tables, oh man, yeah, it's great. But then there's also silly, hilarious scenes like when she's about to jump out the window, and it cuts to the clowns at the bottom of the window in like firefighter hats.
Yeah, with the trampoline.
Like,
It's so good.
It's so good. It was so fun. Oh, yeah, I'd recommend this movie. I'm gonna give Killer Clowns. Fuck it, am I going to give it a gold? Or am I just going to give it a
Gold.
green? Fuck it, I'm going to give it a clown star.
Yeah, give it a clown
I'll give it a
star.
nice
I'll
clown
draw you a
star.
little clown
Yeah,
star.
draw me a nice clown star.
I'll have a little red nose on it.
have the point of this guy's head be the top point of the star.
Sure. That'll be doable.
Okay, this gets clown star out of the stars rating that I have. Thanks for coming, kids. Is the cryptid of the week going to be the clowns? Are you sure?
We know who it is.
I don't... Oh, we do know who it is. Got a next segment. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
This is a good poster, by the way.
Yeah, it's really cool.
In space, no one can eat ice cream.
Is that what it says?
It says in space.
Oh my god, that's so good.
No one can eat ice cream.
Bus Cat brings me joy.
Is Bus Cat based on... Sorry, Cat Bus based on, like, a real thing?
I don't know.
Because, like, Totoro is based on, like, a real thing, right?
Well, I don't know.
Also, what's the difference between a mythological being and a cryptid at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
Is it real?
No, it seems that it's, like, inspired by Cheshire Cat and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is very obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just say, like watching the movie, I was crying because of how freaking sweet it was.
Yeah.
But thinking back on the movie, like, I can only remember the things in the movie being scary. Is that weird?
Yeah.
Like, Totoro roaring was kind of low-key scary.
I don't know, I thought it was cute. The thing is, like, everything in the film has good intentions.
That's the
Like,
thing.
It's scary because it's meant to be scary because it's a spiritual being that we don't quite understand.
Yeah.
But it's all, like, with really nice intentions.
Yeah. Yeah. And I liked... Another thing I liked is that they never implied explicitly that Totoro is real. Except for when, obviously, they leave the thing. But even then, it's not like 100%.
Yeah.
It's just a coping mechanism that the kids use because their mum's in hospital. What a fucking sweet movie.
I know.
Can I say?
It's so cute. I love it so much.
What a fucking cute movie.
Mm-hmm.
I felt so many more emotions watching that than Spirited Away. Can I just... Spirited Away is like a real masterpiece of animation. But Totoro has everything. It's got the animation. It's got the story. It's got the characters.
Yeah, it's got really lovely character designs and a really nice world.
Yes. Right.
And the dad, although he's like fucking oblivious
Neglectful.
and neglectful, he is amazing.
Do you remember that one time that his bus was late, so he didn't tell his kids? Oh no, they didn't have phones, did they?
No.
Why didn't they have phones?
I think it was like the 60s. Like, I think it was based in the 60s.
Maybe.
Made this.
And also, they're pretty young kids, so they might just not have phones.
Yeah.
Today's cryptid of the week. It's a terrifying beast known as the cat bus. And this has nothing to do with
Sorry,
the fact...
that was my phone going off. I'll put it on Do Not Disturb.
This has nothing to do with the fact that we watched My Neighbor Totoro recently.
No, not at all.
What was the other film that Cat Bus is in?
There isn't one.
Cat Bus is in another Ghibli film.
No.
Cat bus is absolutely in another
No,
film.
it's just this.
What summons the cat bus? Like
Totoro.
Totoro roaring, right?
Yeah, but it's also just a bus for the spirits, I think.
Can I also say, the first time we see the cat bus with the light coming out of his eyes, fucking Willem Dafoe in the lighthouse shit.
Yeah.
That was kind of scary.
Scarier.
And like, it was. Like, legitimately, it's weird, it's surreal, because you watch it and you're like, oh my god, this is so sweet, but at the same time, it's kind of scary.
Yeah, well, what we were saying before we started this was everything's done with really nice intentions. Like, they're spiritual beings with such power that we don't understand, but they're doing everything with the sweetest intention, so it just makes it so lovely. Like, they are designed to be kind of creepy because they are forest spirits, and they're like, you know, powerful beings.
I mean, even this picture,
Yeah.
like, that's kind of spooky.
Yeah. But also, he's really nice.
Yeah.
I love the little location thing when it switched to May's name, and it was just the katakana for May.
Yeah.
It's so cute. It just said May.
Oh. Anyway, this cryptid is terrifying.
Yeah.
Absolutely, stay away. If you're walking in the woods at night and you hear a loud roar and suddenly...
And you feel some brush of wind sweep past.
Yeah, if you feel a gust of wind suddenly brush past you, that is the terrifying beast known as the cat bus.
Oh my god.
You have to go?
No. That just made me jump.
Jess, are we going to do another cryptid? This didn't work out too well. We kind of just ended up...
Do Totoro.
That's the same movie!
Yeah?
No, choose something else.
Do the radish spirit.
Choose another thing.
Do the radish spirit.
No,
do the fucking
from what?
radish spirit.
From fucking
Search
Spirited
it up.
Away?
Yes, search it up.
I know what the radish spirit is. I
Well,
remember it.
You're searching it up.
Fuck's sake. Last time I get you to direct an episode. Get the clowns away from me. Fucking clowns.
Clowns. Are you still gonna edit the cat bus in a bit?
Yeah, I'm gonna have all the... He's the one in the elevator with
The
a...
spirit is absolutely cryptic. But as I say, like, as ugly as it is, it's got really nice intentions and it just helps your hero. Because it purposely... It purposely goes to the wrong floor just to help her get out of the way of, like, the evil mess.
I think that's a recurring thing in Ghibli movies. Like, spirits to do with nature
Yes.
are always helping the main character.
Nature.
Yeah,
All of the
because
films are about
that's-
nature and the environment.
yeah, because that's what Miyazaki cares about. Because he really likes Shinto.
Yeah.
Right? Is that right? Is that what Shinto? I'm thinking
Yeah,
of the right thing.
Shintoism.
Yeah. Yeah, and he really likes that, so that's what all of his movies kind of feel like, or at least are based on. Or something. Like, what's the one where they fucking fight the the loggers with the robots?
Princess.
I feel like it's Princess Mononoke. Yeah.
I don't know, because that's, again, it's a very recurring theme, so there's like a couple of films that would fit the description. But yeah, either Princess Mononoke or Castle in the Sky.
She's a castle in the sky.
Is that a song, or did you just make that up?
I made that up. It's Devil in Disguise by Elvis,
Oh.
but Castle in the Sky. Okay, think of an actual cryptid, Jess, right now. No, just
Johnny Fingerhands.
Jess, we're not talking about Johnny. If I talk about Johnny Fingerhands one more time in an episode, he's gonna manifest in my fucking house. All right, he's too scary. I refuse to talk
What
about
about
it
the
again.
Candyman?
From the film Candyman.
What about Mandor Handed Cardinal?
Yeah. Okay.
It's the first thing when you type man.
When I typed in man.
Oh,
Here we go.
no one quite knows what it looks like.
Here we go. Man and girl go out to drive under moonlight. They stop on at side of road. He turn to his girl and say, "Baby, I love you very much." No, I love you very much. "What is it, honey?" "Our car is broken down. I think the engine is broken. I'll walk and get some more fuel." "Okay, I'll stay here and look after our stereo. There have been news report of steers being stolen."
Of what?
Steers? Steers?
Let me just focus you.
Jess, have you not heard the news reports of steers being stolen? If not, call your local police station to report that your steer's been stolen.
Why the steers haven't been stolen?
Jess, check again. Check your steer right now. Don't look at my fucking feet!
I was looking at my steers.
Good idea. Keep the doors locked no matter what. I love you, sweaty. So the guy left to get fuel for the car. After 2 hours, the girl say, "Where is my baby? He was supposed to be back by now." Then the girl here, spelt Here, a scratching sound, and voice say, "Let me in." The girl doesn't do it, and then after a while she goes to sleep. The next morning she wakes up and finds her boyfriend still not there. She gets out to check the man door hand cook. Let me go try it again. She gets out to check and...
face the camera?
I can't remember. Man door hand hook cutter. She gets out to check and man door hand hook car door.
Yep.
So Jess, what is it about this cryptid that keeps you awake at night?
I find Hook pretty terrifying, I gotta be honest.
And tell me, Jess, where is his hook located?
On the car door. No, it's on his hand.
Man door hand.
Yeah.
Hook.
Car door.
Car door.
The man
Yeah.
opens the door of the car with his hook hand.
No, I'll tell you what. Judging by the way that's written, I don't think he has a hook. I think his hand is hooking the car door.
Oh.
Like hooking the car door.
Yeah.
Man door, right? So the man's at the door.
Yeah.
Hand hook car door. And that's another myth busted.
Can you edit me stamping on the Mythbusters logo?
I guess.
Yeah. Alright, that's the episode. Fuck you. Bye. You got any closing words?
Okay, so I'm checking back over the audio for the episode that we just recorded.
Like, just recorded.
Just recorded. And, that's fucking horrifying.
It's from the lighthouse.
How do you feel about that scream, Jess?
I feel very bad about that scream. Is this a professional way to do this? You can't enter them forever.
Very professional.
I'm really good at this. You can tell from my camera work. Really
Jess, have you been a director before?
Yeah.
What movies have you made?
The GRYITH show.
Which episode?
The Harpocrates Institute.
Jess, which episode of the GRYITH show is this?
Yeah.
We're in. This is it. This is the show that's happening right now.
The show.
The show. What show?
No.
What show?
The GRYITH show
The
live.
GRYITH show live.
With GRYITH and
Others. Let's go.
yes.
What have we got to talk about today, director?
I don't know. we have some news. I don't know what the news is, but we have
Wow, how wicked, says Flub. GRYITH's pregnant. We have news, guys.
Yes,
I'm
have
pregnant.
News. GRYITH pregnant.
I don't know what the gender is yet.
Neutral.
Could be. I wouldn't judge them. We actually have real life news. News bit number 1. No one's in the Discord.
Yeah, so get on that.
News bit number 1. Since we last had someone join the Discord, we've lost 30 members.
Wait, what?
At the moment, we have a ratio of +1 to every 30
What do you
that
mean?
we're losing. People are leaving the server 30 times faster than people are joining. Anyway.
That's not good.
Not in Gryith's house, it ain't. But we do. What's our first bit of news? Project Gigi. Jess thinks this looks fucking stinky because she was like, it looks too much like Nier Automata, which I hated. That's what she said.
That's not what I said. I don't actually have much of an opinion about it, Josh.
I think it looks pretty generic.
Yeah.
Like this tells me nothing.
Tells me there's a dog in it.
There's a dog, and then someone saved dog, and then someone turned into big robot. But it's the new Platinum Games title.
Yeah, they had like a big thing about it, but it's a wonderful 101. Linkara.
Linkara? Did I just hear the great Linkara's
anyway,
voice?
next.
What does Linkara sound like? No, he's got a lisp, hasn't he? The Great Power Rangers Red.
Another trailer for a game that looks much better from the people who made Rock Band and Dance Central.
Yeah.
It's called Fuser. You know those mashup songs you hear on SoundCloud and Twitter all the time?
It's a game about that.
It's a game about that. We talking about Bulbo? We can talk about Bulbo. I don't think it's in the server. I'll just get it up. You're pretty good, Gryith. That's pretty much Linkara. Yeah, I practiced. I'm a big Linkara. No, I'm not. I don't think I've ever talked about... I don't think I've ever watched a Linkara video, ever.
Really?
So, Jess, do you know what Bulbo is?
It's Oni's game.
Basically.
But I don't actually know what it is. They better have the Game Boy Advance SP Blue Edition.
Just the whole of Game Boy Advance SP Blue Edition.
Is it about a boy with a bald haircut?
Yes, you play as this small child, and...
Oh, is that what all those 3D models were coming from?
I doubt it. He was probably doing some of the 3D modeling to practice for this.
Okay. I'm kind of into it. It looks surreal.
It could be cool.
Funny. The lighting is nice.
But it could also be not cool and
Yes.
bad.
It could be stinky.
It could very much be stinky. It looks cool.
It's about
Oni's childhood. This is a true story.
Yes, he crushed a car.
Like
And was
this,
chased by
and
a
this is
lion.
real. This is all true. This happened.
Yep.
As a boy in the
Oh,
Irish
really?
countryside. It's true. This is actually Ireland. This is
Yeah.
what the average Irish house looks
It
like.
looks like it was made using dreams as pre-made assets.
It does look like it was
in
made
the
in
background,
dreams.
in the foreground, like it's all really detailed models.
If the lighting engine was different, it could easily be Dreams.
Yeah. But that's not a bad thing.
No, Dreams good. Anyway, there's not much to say about it because we don't know that much about it.
We know that it exists.
At least I don't know that much about it. I haven't been following development super loads. I have a sinking feeling about it,
Yeah.
considering Oni tends to be very
Controversial.
No, he tends to follow the crowd a lot in his opinions on games.
Sure.
And I know this isn't just made by Oni, right? But, like, his word probably counts for more than the other people that worked on the game.
Yeah.
And I think...
Anywhere.
I mean, look at this. Steep challenge. It's going to be
Ooh,
very
it's gonna
difficult.
be ridiculously hard. and
There
not
will be
fun.
no hand-holding, no waypoints, and the witch grows hungrier by the second. It's very like... yeah, it's like... Oni is the kind of person that follows the crowd of people who think Dark Souls is the best game ever made. Not that I respect Oni enough. It's just I don't know if he should be making game. This reminds me of Slenderman. Yes. What's up? Oh, there's like a 10-second delay, so I apologize. I was going to say it sounds like he's trying to make the next Dark Souls. Yeah, Yeah, exactly. It's the Dark Souls
Of Dark
of
Souls.
the Dark Souls of Little Big Planet. And only literally said that he thought he hated video games until he played Dark Souls.
No.
Uh-oh.
That's not a good
Uh-oh.
sign.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
Dark Souls 1. I'm gonna say it. Everyone else is too afraid to say it. Isn't very good. It doesn't hold up. It just doesn't. Like he said, he thought he grew out of it, and then he played Dark Souls. Oh, Dark Souls is a big boy game.
For big strong boys.
I mean, look at that. Look at this. Look at this thing. That's Dark Souls right
Yeah.
there. Bloodborne is better. Just putting it out there. You're just mad because you couldn't beat the Silent Demon. Hey, the Bloodborne's better. Jess, can help me out here.
It is.
See, Jess agrees. She woman.
I'm a lady.
The cheese lady.
I'm the cheese lady. I'm the one who eats the cheese.
It's true. Right. Moving on. Resident Evil 3. There's been a lot of little things about Resident Evil 3 come out. I'm going to talk about Resident Evil 3 a few times over the course of this. Jess, what the heck are you doing right now?
Do you think it's that noise?
Can you put it back behind the screen so I can see
No,
my
'cause I
screen?
might whip it out in a minute.
Okay, can you at least face it away? Yeah. What's the deal with... Actually, speaking of HIV, how about some good news? The number of HIV patients in certain parts of Africa has decreased to a point where if there isn't a resurgence of cases...
No, that was Ebola.
Was that Ebola?
Mhm.
Shit, I always mix up HIV and Ebola.
Ah, yes, such similar diseases.
But yeah, with Ebola in
Ebola.
Africa, if there's no resurgence in the next couple of years, then the Ebola crisis will officially be over, which is fantastic news.
Yes.
Ignore that bit where I said I always mix up HIV and Ebola. Yeah, I'm going to talk about... This is a great gameplay video, and it shows a lot of Jill's new abilities, like the ability to roll and do perfect rolls. And if you do a perfect roll, then you can also do a perfect reaction shot. What about Coney 2012? That's the real business. I'm going to be honest. The most I know about Coney 2012 is the poster.
Yeah.
PAX happened, guys. Remember PAX?
Yeah.
The one that everyone pulled out of because of the corona?
Except
Nintendo, because they'll never miss fucking anything. Oh yeah, Steven Spielberg's not directing Indiana Jones, but who's cared about the new Indiana Jones movie in 2 decades?
Kojima's winning the fellowship at BAFTA.
A bunch of BAFTA news, actually, because the BAFTA Games nominees came out.
Yes, are we straight?
PAX more like hacks. Yes, of course we are. Of
Hell
course.
yeah, I'm pumped for it.
PAX more like hacks. You got them.
I'm pumped for Goose Game to win everything.
You're in game for the rest of us. I have no idea what you're saying. Right. They did release the fucking nominees. Where's the fucking games? When someone uses hacks. Yes, I agree. People shouldn't use hacks unless... here we go. Nominees. You know what I mean? Yes, I do know what you mean. So the... what's the word? Categories are animation, artistic achievement, audio achievement, best game, British game, debut game, evolving game, family, game beyond entertainment, sound design, multiplayer, music, narrative,
game
original
design.
property. Oopsie, a bunch of awards. Jess,
Yes.
without looking at the nominees, who do you think should get the animation award?
What?
Right now, come on, tell me.
Goose Game.
Goose. What about artistic achievement?
Goose Game.
Okay, Goose. What about audio?
Wait, is Dreams nominated for anything? Dreams should win
Probably.
artistic achievement.
Dreams might have come out too late. Right, animation.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh,
It's gonna be Sayonara Wild Hearts because that's actually got
yeah, 'cause
animation in
well,
it.
it's got
like-
colors.
Yeah.
I think Marshwood should. I think Marshwood should win all of the categories.
Yeah,
quite honestly.
me too. Sound design.
Marshwood was originally going to be a game, just so you know.
Was it?
Yeah, I made it in Twine.
know.
I've still got the demo lying around
You
somewhere.
should put it up as part of the thing.
It is still up somewhere. I just don't know where.
Ooh, isn't Concrete Genie meant to be really good?
Marshall the game, the movie. No, Concrete Genie was meant to be really disappointing.
Oh.
Artistic achievement, Control wins.
Yes.
No, Death Stranding wins. Strand type
Oh,
games,
yeah.
everyone.
Strand
type game. Post it up for the patrons. I might.
Yeah.
It's not finished, and I'm never gonna finish it.
I'll finish it.
You'll finish my game.
Yeah.
Audio achievement, Ape Out. I've chosen Ape
yeah,
Out.
I've chosen Ape
Or
Out.
Control.
No, Goose. Yeah.
Why Goose? Because it goes.
Goosey Goose. Hold on. There, that's the goose noise.
Those are goose sounds right
There
there.
goes boo, boo,
All right,
boo,
best
boo,
game.
boo.
Let's just do best game.
Control.
What do you think should win best game?
Control.
I agree.
Goose.
I can't believe it. So yeah, the BAFTAs are happening, and we're going to be streaming them right here
Yes,
at
right here
twitch.tv/
on the Twitch.
What's this Twitch channel called?
Josh Smells of Cheese, the channel.
Twitch.tv/ Josh Smells of Cheese, the channel.
Yeah.
Etsy changed some stuff. What
no
else?
one cares.
No one cares. Oh yeah, PAX.
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 Animal Crossing at PAX.
This was the
baby.
fucking Animal Crossing thing at
and
PAX.
Projection mapped rivers with the flowing water, and you could fish in it. And Tom Nook was there, and Isabel was there, and Kix was there, and it was really cute.
It looked fucking incredible. Let me see if I can get
And
one.
you get a pin.
Yeah, you get a cool pin. Do we have the
Cute
pin?
pin.
His pin.
And it's really sweet.
Here's Shirley Curry at PAX.
Oh my god, I didn't even know she went.
Yeah.
Heck, heck.
I love this.
It's
I love all
very
the
cute.
pictures of her. She's great. Here's
Yeah,
more
here's
of the Animal
projection
Crossing
mapping.
booth.
It's so cool. It looks like actual water.
Here's even more of the Animal Crossing booth.
It's clearly the best thing there. Someone proposed to Isabel and she said yes.
Yeah, no one tell Tom. Devolver Digital announced something at PAX, and I think it was the only announcement made at
Whoa,
PAX.
I didn't even see this.
You didn't?
This is news to me. See, the Grish Show news, you learn
Grish
something
Show
every
news.
day. Whoa, it's weird to see the frame without,
Yeah.
you can kind of see
Should a video of that girl that cried immediately upon seeing Animal Crossing
Yeah.
banner. I will. Anyway, this is a Devolver game, and you can tell.
Yep.
It's called Sludge Life. Where's that video of the Animal Crossing woman crying?
There.
Let's get up the video of the woman crying. Let's go.
Let's show a woman crying. on
Yes.
screen.
It's like the cutest thing ever. The tree is so cute. Okay, don't record me. This is a moment really embarrassing.
I hate the fact you can hear Billie Eilish in the
Yeah.
background.
Yeah, I'm shaking. It's so cute. Oh, Valerie. You love Animal Crossing.
The lighthouse came out.
The Lighthouse, good movie.
Whoa. Hey.
Yeah, anyway, I think we've talked about that enough. A trailer for
Candyman.
the Jordan Peele remake of Candyman came out.
If you say his name 5 times,
And if you don't know what
say his
Candyman
name,
is,
he brings you candy.
it's a movie from the 80s. That's basically all you need to know. It's a horror movie from the 80s. And Jordan Peele has remade it.
Yeah.
And I think it's fitting because it's... The original Candyman is like the only horror movie from the 80s with a black lead.
I think it looks stupid and cheesy. I'm
But
not
it's from the
gonna
80s.
lie.
It's a property from the 80s. All
You
80s
can
horror
remake
was...
it and have
stupid
it
and
be
cheesy.
good.
I think it looks fun. I can't respect Jordan Peele. He said the N-word. Oh no, he didn't.
Ooh. Ooh.
Now here's one that I'm very,
Here's
very
the
excited
big
for.
news.
A trailer for the Tales from the Loop show came out.
Which
And if you
is-
don't know what Tales from the Loop
Shall
is,
I,
that's not Tales from the Loop, that's the
I know,
Electric
but
State.
still.
Okay, we'll still get it out.
is
Te-
it gonna all fall over? Or will it be
It will
alright?
all fall over, so you're going to have to get up and stop it from all falling over right now. Okay. Tales from the Loop is a book by Simon Stalenhag, who also did this book. He's one of my favorite artists.
Whoa!
What is that?
A Disneyland Paris card with Walt Disney's face on it.
He's one of my favorite artists, and I fucking love his work. I have a real thing for environments and just feel. I think that's what I like in art. A feel.
A vibe.
A vibe, if you will.
A top tier vibe.
But this is his second book, but his first book was called Tales from the Loop. And that's what Amazon Prime Video have made a freaking show of. And I can't wait. Jess, that's all gonna fall over. You need to stand up and fix that right now.
When someone says
Jess!
something's impossible,
Why didn't you just do what I
prove it's
said?
possible.
It's okay, only one thing fell and it's
A very
magical.
delicate item. Right. I'll do it. She's sad now. It's good enough. I'll finish after the stream.
Fall onto my face.
Sure do hope I didn't just expose
Is
myself.
it gonna all fall onto my face?
Well, if it does, then it's your own fault. It's not going to fall onto your face. It's not. Come over here. Come over here. It's okay. Anyway, Tales from the Loop.
It's like
I'm
Tales
super
from
excited.
Borderlands, but there's many loops in it.
And the bits that excite me most about this trailer are the scenes that are literally just recreations of paintings by Simon Stalenhag.
Yeah.
Like this. And that.
Yes.
And that is a direct recreation. That is also direct recreation.
You'll wonder if this really happened.
Isn't that the one where she like clones her boyfriend or whatever?
No, Tales from the Loop. The plot of the book Tales from the Loop was Grith getting real rule of thummy. No, I would never hurt you, Jess. You know that, right?
Yeah, but I didn't know that that's what that meant.
You don't know what the rule of thumb is?
Is it that you beat him with your thumb? You kill a man with this thumb.
I will take a moment out of describing what I'm describing on a stream to talk about the rule of thumb. The phrase rule of thumb comes from an old medieval law that says you may not beat your wife with a stick wider than your thumb. But anything thinner than your thumb is fine.
Love our history.
I love that people still use the phrase. More like deep Grith lore. Oh no. Well, anyway, I'm very excited for this. The book Tales from the Loop. The story was
Everyone is connected to the loop.
underneath a Swedish town, but I assume it's American in this.
It's probably still Swedish, but they just didn't get any Swedish actors.
Maybe in the 80s, underneath this town was a scientific base where they were doing all these crazy futuristic technological experiments. But eventually it goes too far, and they start doing things that tear apart the fabric of reality and things. And it was really cool. What does it say about fisting your wife? Same rule, just the thumb. It has to be your little finger only. Only your little finger.
In one way or another.
And they called this base the Loop. And it had like a computer system in it that was also called the Loop. So yeah, that's why it's called that.
See, there's nothing to be afraid of.
April 3rd is very soon. I'm so excited for that. This came out on the 27th of February, this trailer, end of last month.
Yes.
And it was like, oh yeah, it's coming out in 2 months. I'm so glad we live in a time where that's like a thing.
Yeah.
Now for a thing that only I'm going to be excited about. The new DLC for Borderlands 3.
Yes.
The first DLC was fucking boring. It was like, go to a casino and shoot the same enemies.
And also Handsome Jack's just kind of there.
Yeah, and Handsome Jack is kind of there.
Yeah.
But this, it's got a gay wedding.
It's got cryptids.
It's got cryptids. It's got eldritch horrors.
Mm-hmm.
It's got very clear Lovecraft inspiration.
It's also got gay in it.
Did I mention the gay wedding? It's the plot.
Yeah, also Gage is back.
Oh
There
yeah,
she
also
is.
Gage from Borderlands 2 is back.
Did you forget?
I did forget that until you said it. Day
Well,
before
that's
Resident Evil 3. It is the day before
Yeah.
Resident Evil 3. For Tales from the Loop.
God, we're gonna run out of money so fast. And Mark,
I've
and,
already-
like, Mark.
I don't. It's for me. It's not running out of money. It's that I won't have enough fucking
I
time
know,
to do everything I
I know.
want to
There's
do.
so many.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
think it
very
looks-
cute poster. I
it
really
is.
like that.
it is. But I think this fucking DLC looks sick,
Yeah.
bro.
Whoa. Wait,
Uh,
have they killed? They haven't killed off Facebook, right?
No, they haven't. But they've cancelled the Facebook conference that they do every
Okay,
year.
why don't they just do it as a live stream from Mark Zuckerberg's bedroom?
That's what they normally did, but they've cancelled it anyway. Unity and Epic, the companies behind the two biggest video game development toolsets, also cancelled their appearances at GDC in March.
Which sucks.
Yeah, which is real shame. There's so
Also-
many things that we're just not going to see.
Yeah.
We're not going to see Unity at GDC.
Yeah.
All of the things they've done in the last year to innovate
They've-
on Unity,
yeah,
we're
they've
not
done
going to see it.
so much.
Do you remember
like-
last year when Unity was at GDC?
Yeah.
And they showed those cool trailers for shit?
Yeah, they're just constantly improving. Like their AI stuff is going leagues above anything we could have thought. And it's really sad. GDC is basically postponed right now. I don't know if you got it in the news there.
I don't think I do.
But GDC has been like fully postponed,
It's such a
which
shame.
sucks because PAX has as well. Because indie devs get like all of their
PAX
money.
has happened.
Yeah, well, yeah, but like loads of people have to pull out. But PAX gets indie devs get all of their money and all of their sales and all of their investors from going to events. So to not have the ability to do that just kind of kills the market off.
Well, you say was flub, but Unity is still used to make meme games.
Yeah.
That's the magic of Unity.
But it's also used to make really good games.
The thing about Unity is you can make things at any level. You can
Yeah.
make some shitty indie game, or you can make like a full AAA title. It's like fucking Source 2.
Yeah.
Anyway,
See if I
The
can
Gang
find
Gets
some.
Gay Married sounds like an episode of It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
It not only sounds like one, but it definitely will be an episode at some
Yes.
point. Theme park news for this week. All of the Eastern Disney parks have been shut down because of coronavirus. Not shut down, closed indefinitely. And at Disney World, the Jungle Cruise boat sank.
Yes.
What a time to be alive. Oh, and earlier today, an employee at the only European Disney park, Disneyland Paris, was found to have coronavirus.
Yes.
And they're not shutting the park down even though they've been in the park
it's
for weeks.
just one. It's just one person.
Uh-huh.
They keep cleanliness anyway. Like they
I
have
know,
to.
I know.
It should be fine.
Just please stop shaking my arm. Right. There was a trailer for the One Punch Man game, and can I just
It
say,
looks great.
it's already out.
Yes.
But I don't know if anyone else has seen this, because I didn't watch it at first, because I was like, I don't care about another anime fighting game. But then I found out that this is what happens in the game, because it's One Punch Man.
I will surpass my sister. Here comes dinner.
I always do what I want. I've worked every job from
But that was
assassin
Common
to-
Rider.
In terms of somewhere, if you're worthy,
Unless you want to include. Let's begin our investigation. Why aren't you running at the sight of
you're unpleasant.
I wonder if this will help out.
Anyway, in case you don't get it yet, you kill every enemy in one punch.
Yeah, apparently it's still a very hard game because a
Yeah,
lot
apparently
of it
it's
is,
timing based.
Yes.
like,
you have to wait to be
the difficulty
to even
comes to
attack,
time.
and you
Yeah.
have to still dodge attacks and stuff.
Yeah. In Sonic news, a fan game called Sonic Freedom got a trailer,
And it looks really cool.
and it looks really cool. Does this not look sick as flip? I mean, I'm not a Sonic fan. I'm a huge Sonic detractor, and I think this looks fucking great. I think this looks really cute and fun. As a great man once said, if it's not fun, why bother? It's gonna be the thing I quote the most. And now to talk about the big controversy since last GRYITH show.
Oh,
The big controversy. Yeah, that's right. Silent Hills.
didn't happen. We cry.
They posted this. Kojima Productions posted this. It says... no. Stop. it says, "Sorry to be silent, everyone. I've been really busy lately." And the little poster note he has says, "Next week," and the pen says pyramid, and it says, "Sorry to be silent." At the same time that this happened, Masahiro Ito posted this, and if you don't get this, a few years ago he posted... Jess, please stop, that really hurts.
I was just making some backing tracks.
It was horrible.
It was great.
Masahiro Ito also posted this a few years ago that said, if I were to do another sequel, I would kill off Pyramid Head. And then he posted this last month. No, wait. He posted... Fuck. He posted... this. Rip Pyramid Head. And then Kojima Productions goes ahead, and I'm sure you know that there's been loads of rumors that Konami is going to just give Kojima Productions the rights to Silent Hill.
Do you think they just kind of delayed the announcement because they thought people figured it out and it was too obvious?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Here's a little close-up of the poster note and stuff. It says pyramid on the pen.
Play the curb theme. What's the curb theme?
Oh, close enough. It was something. What happened next? The Suicide Squad, the sequel to Suicide Squad, is wrapped filming. Who cares about that? Who cares about that? Death Stranding. Oh yeah, anyway, the end to that Silent Hill story is they were like, next week, big announcement. That was this week.
Thanks,
Do you know what their big announcement is?
Don't listen to Josh. I won't listen to Josh. Josh doesn't know this.
You're right. I'm a hater. Look, I'm trying to.
Instrument. He's so happy.
Why have you got it on high?
Because it's funny here.
It's not. It's painful. The story ends. Did they announce Silent Hills? I'm sure you know that they don't. Their big announcement for this week is the Death Stranding PC release date, and that there's going to be Half-Life 2 content.
Yes.
That's it.
I mean, it's quite good Half-Life 2 content, though.
I like that there's going to be
And they're
Half-Life
not showing
content.
some of it, which implies that there'll be some a bit more.
Yeah. What we see in the trailer from Half-Life is the gravity gloves from Half-Life Alyx.
Work with the rest of us to rebuild them.
Glub. A little valve on the back of his head, and Norman Reedon
glasses.
Gordon Freeman is what I meant to say. Glasses. The pitch, that perfect pitch of yours shines through that rendition. Jess, I don't know how you freaking do it.
I know, honestly, me and this little fella, we're going places.
Death Stranding.
Well, anyway,
photo mode.
that was their big announcement, Death Stranding, and everyone was like, "Ah!" id Software person says they were stunned by the Switch port, but the Switch port still isn't coming out on release day.
Yes.
Half-Life Alyx has been having a huge marketing push in the last few days.
Valve is actually
Valve has been, Valve has actually been talking. I'm really glad they've been open, more open than they have been in the last decade.
Interviews and stuff as well.
They've been doing loads of interviews. Lots on Adam Savage's Tested channel. Your proficiency with that instrument is admirable. I agree.
I'm too good.
But
it looks so good.
It looks so good.
They're also implying that it's going to be more horror focused.
Yeah, they have heavily implied that it's going to have a greater focus on horror.
Which is nice, because that's my favourite bits about Half-Life.
Everything looks amazing. It's still in Source 2. The big change obviously being VR. So yeah, I won't get into that too much because spoilers. But when it comes out, you can guarantee that day one we're gonna be streaming. I'm gonna stream. We're gonna be streaming it day one.
Yes.
But mostly me. Oh no, this is my one.
Oh no, green screen's out.
He's invisible.
Wait.
He's invisible.
Dude. Oh, watch out.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That poor little man.
He's invisible to the world.
Oh, this poor man.
This poor little squeaky boy.
I don't know what this is, so I'm going to click on it. Oh, yeah. The Uncharted movie is meant to start filming this week.
Yes.
Do you want to know the twist?
It didn't.
It doesn't have a director.
Yeah.
The film currently does not have a director attached to it. This isn't the first time a film would have gone into production without a director, but it's video game movies, man.
Yeah.
Shit keeps happening. Play Smells Like Teen Spirit. Come on, Jess.
What is... Oh.
Uh,
No, wait.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah. Next up, it's opinion time on the Grith
Yeah,
Show.
clip it.
Yes, someone clip it. Oh, I can clip it.
Yeah,
I can
you
clip
can
it.
clip
Boom,
it. What are you
clip.
doing?
Right. I've got an opinion. Are you ready for my opinion? Riot Games, famous for what? Jess, what's the game Riot Games made?
League of Legends.
Yeah, that's the one. Famous for League of Legends, released a trailer for their new game. Here's
Haters will say his lips.
Haters will say his lips.
A Thomasing.
I'm just too good. This is their new game. This is the great new game.
It's CS:GO.
It's CS:GO meets Overwatch. Is what the game
Wow,
is.
it
You have a
looks
bunch of heroes
really
you can choose
boring.
from, and then you just play
It's
CS:GO.
literally a CS:GO map.
This is literally a CS:GO map, right?
Yeah.
I'm not fucking crazy. But the
Wow.
trailer for this came out, and people are like fucking, oh, I can't wait. Hype. I'm gonna be a pro player. You watch. Like, this is the most boring fucking shit I've ever seen. This is
Yeah.
the most creatively bankrupt piece of shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Right? Am I fucking crazy?
No, this is stupid.
This is the most unimaginative, boring shit trailer for a game.
No,
I've-
they're gonna approach you with a sponsorship. No, he's just upset.
Like, games like fucking... fuck's sake.
In-game economy, like CS:GO, is one of their USPs.
Wow. Fucking games like GCFO and Hunt Showdown come out, like interesting match-based multiplayer games. Riot, famous for supporting human rights violations. It's true. Oh wait, no, wasn't that Blizzard?
No, Riot did it too.
No, I wouldn't,
Pretty
not
sure.
surprised. Right. Fucking... Actually interesting match-based multiplayer games like Hunt Showdown and GCFO come out. Everyone fucking sleeps on them. CSGO and Overwatch have a disgusting, mutated, boring baby, and people are like, hype! Ooh, hype! The hype train started leaving the station. Boo! Fuck this.
You hate this game. Is it Buzzard?
No, is it Blizzard, I think? Yeah, it was Blizzard that supported you.
Yes.
Let's fucking see what people say about
Buzzard
this.
programmed this whole game.
Fucking who gives a shit about fucking Valorant? Not me. Clearly I do, though. Oh, yeah. The guys from Death Stranding made made a bunch of the sound effects available to download as ringtones, and now all of my ringtones are from Death Stranding. It's fun. Disney did this. No one knows what it means.
It means 0.
They posted this on March 3rd. It's now 6 days later.
March 14th.
They posted this on March 3rd. It's now 6 days later, and they're fucking silent. This doesn't mean shit. Can't wait to get a victory royale in this game. I wouldn't be surprised. Another movie trailer. It's a new Phil Lord and Chris Miller film, and you can tell from the visual style. Personally, I feel like they could have been a bit more creative with the visual style.
I like it.
Well, I feel like they wanted it to look like a comic book, but I just don't know why they wanted it to look like a comic book.
Because
it's
they really like Spider-Verse.
Hey, Dad, smile.
You can experience things a whole lot better without.
Another thing that I think they should have done with this trailer is 2/3 of the way through the trailer, they reveal that the plot takes a twist and ends up being about killer robots. I think they should have shown that in the trailers and left it as a surprise.
Yeah, because it comes across as just a family film about a road trip, and then it's like, whoa, this is
Yeah.
Robots roaming the streets.
However, that toilet turning evil by just blasting that man through an enemy is the best thing about this trailer.
Yes, I agree. But I don't know what it's gonna be. It's possible that it's gonna be like Phil Lord and Chris Miller have to have a not as good movie at some point, right? Right?
What?
Phil Lord and Chris Miller have to have a not as good movie at some point, right?
Yeah.
Right? They can't just constantly be making amazing movies, right?
Right. I don't know. This looks pretty good.
It does.
Do you want it to not be good?
No, I want it to be good.
But you don't trust it.
But I don't wanna see that it's Phil Lord and Chris Miller and go, oh, so it's gonna be good then. You know? Can I just say that shot's fucking great?
I know, it's aesthetic. It's great.
That one is fucking
Sweet.
They're finally gonna make Marge expose her ears.
Yes.
Never. Fucking never. Don't you ever say that on this channel again, otherwise you will be banned. Flub said, if you're still here, Flub, looks good, TBH, and yeah, they gave away too much with the robots. Could have been a fun twist. Yeah, exactly what I think. Kills the momentum of the trailer. Yes, I agree.
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
They can't.
Nothing can stop us now.
Nothing can stop us now.
That's how it goes.
Disney World has a new ride. It's the first ride ever based on Mickey Mouse. Besides the fact that Mickey Mouse is the mascot for the park. You sit in a little train car. Technologically, there's a lot of impressive stuff. Personally, I don't think it's as technologically impressive as Rise of the Resistance, the last ride they
Well,
opened.
it's not, but I think it's really cool. There's the projection mapping and
I think it's really cute.
the way they do perspective and stuff. It's cool. And
I
the way
think-
the sets transform.
I think it's a really good show of projection mapping and trackless ride technology. Quoting me on the GRYITH show with no permission, you'll hear from my liar, fuck, I should watch myself. Anyway, so that's another theme park news. You know I like talking about that. Mark Ruffalo has confirmed he's in talks to play the father in Bong Joon-ho's Parasite HBO series. I'm so sad I won't be able to watch it. Bong! I'm so sad I won't be able to watch it because we don't get HBO over here.
But Sky does do a lot of HBO stuff.
Yeah,
That's
like
how
a year
I watch
after.
Westworld.
Yeah. A lot of people are like, oh, another remake. Another American remake. But Bong Joon-ho is writing and directing it.
Say your famous quote, Josh.
Bong! Do I have the video
I
still?
don't know. You were
I never did
very
anything with the
drunk, and it
video.
makes me really happy.
I
You
was
should.
extremely
You
drunk.
should edit a clip of it.
I should edit up the whole thing.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I don't know. You were very.
It's gonna be this,
drunk.
right?
With Margot Robbie as text. There's me in bed dying. You were also wearing my jumper
really-
because you were tired.
Josh, there's maximum like 7.
Why does that like thing off of the dryer, that purple like corner thing, look like an actual human shit?
Where?
That thing
Oh,
from
that
the
thing
dryer.
does look like it's shit, yeah.
It came off at the end of the clothes dryer.
Have we moved that yet? Or is it still lying there? No, it's gone. Wacky Phoenix!
Wacky Phoenix.
It's wacky! I had a lot to drink that
You
night.
had
We
a
were playing a
lot.
drinking game around the
You had, like, a
Oscars.
whole bottle of mead.
Irishman, because it seems like a very, very Oscars
And you can
movie.
tell. It's Irishman.
I lost, by the way, so I've got to finish this bottle.
Oh my god. Don't promote drinking. We don't condone this behavior. on the
It's
Twitch
not. It's a
show.
non-alcoholic drink. I promise. How much do I have? I had 2/3 of a bottle of mead
And a can of.
and a can of and a couple cans of cider.
I
know. It's the first
It was a lot. But we don't condone
But we don't-
this kind of behavior.
And also, we don't ever drink, so it probably hit us. Well, it hit me harder. You
Yeah,
didn't drink.
I don't drink because I don't like it. No.
Mead, Fob.
Yes.
Mead is fucking like
It's
17%.
delicious. And also, yes, it is like almost vodka.
It's actually, I think it's over 20%.
Ours was.
Ours
yeah.
was.
We had like a really strong one.
Yeah, we had one from
We've got a bloody
the Abbey.
beautiful one now.
Lightweight Gang Unite. You're telling me that, right? Vodka, alcohol percentage, 40%.
Yeah.
It like that's not that much more.
Yeah. Go on to mead.
Malibu has fucking 21%.
Yeah. And that gets you messed up.
I thought you didn't drink. I don't drink.
This was
I
an
It was
occasion.
it was an
a drinking
occasion,
game.
and it was a drinking game. And Jess,
I don't drink.
can I tell you something?
Yes.
I am considering doing the drinking game again for the BAFTA games.
Oh, I don't want to stay up till 3 a.m., Josh, please.
No, it's not going to be at 3 a.m. Do you know why? Because it's a British show.
I know, but the British one went until like 2 a.m. anyway.
What do you mean, the British Oscars?
No, the BAFTA film.
Oh, just that ended at like 12.
Okay, I might consider it.
Dingus. Would you join in?
No!
Come on, lads. Come on. Lads. No. No. Anyway.
You should clip that.
EA's new Star Wars game fucking leaked, the dumbasses.
Yeah.
And in case you don't know anything about Project Maverick, it was a Star Wars project that they were reportedly working on years ago. Then they cancelled it, and then they didn't tell anyone it was back. And apparently it's back. It was added to European PSN and then quickly removed. Next up, Valve says that Half-Life... I reckon that Half-Life Alyx is... Do you want to come on screen?
No, I reckon that Half-Life Alyx is Half-Life 3.
No, I
hidden.
reckon that Half-Life Alyx is testing the waters.
Yeah,
for...
but I think Half-Life 3 is just in there. Like, some of the future.
Jess is convinced that it's going to be half prequel, half sequel, and that they're pranking
Half-Life,
us.
yeah.
I don't think so. I think that
The audio is rough, says Pappy.
the audio is rough. Our audio. Is it?
Did I?
Nothing can stop us now.
How?
Let me take a listen.
Take a sneaky listen.
Sounds fine to me.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's just me. It sounds fine to
must
me.
be. It sounds fine on our end.
At least we know they have City 17 assets on the Source 2 engine. Yeah.
Yes.
I wonder how many assets they reused actually from Half-Life 2. Or if any. Because from the looks of things, it's a lot more detailed. Also, Alex is looking like a damn JoJo character out here.
She's cute as fruit.
Is straight
Alex is
clipping
the
and distorted to me. Okay, it's on my side. Yeah, no, it sounds fine to me. I just listened to it.
Yeah, it must be an internet thing.
So sorry.
What?
I hate these posters that do Maternal released.
Ugh,
I
they're
hate these.
horrible.
These are horrible.
They're just not good.
I get it, but this just doesn't look nice. It looks ugly. Sounds fine to me. Yeah, sorry, Pappy. It's just you. But yeah, anyway, these posters are fucking ugly. And I hate them. Let's see if they have other posters. This is... Wait, what is this? Bethesda? E3 is basically... Let's be honest, E3 is not probably not going to happen.
No, I don't think we're going to get any big events this year. We've
No.
had Crofts.
I think...
That's our big event this year.
I don't even know what that
Crofts.
is. I don't know what that fucking
That's
is.
a dog show.
Great. I've
Yeah.
never heard of it.
Oh, wow. We'll watch it tonight, Josh.
Please. No, I
We'll
hate
watch a
dog
bit of
shows.
Crofts.
Dog shows are
See
immoral.
all the pure breeds.
That's fucking immoral
See
and disgusting.
Scruffs afterwards where they have not pure breeds and it's really wholesome and it's the dogs who
That
like care
sounds
for people.
Objectively better.
Yeah, it is. It is much better and they always have nice presenters on it like Alan Carr.
Can we start with Minecon? Oh, nothing's ever going to happen at Minecon. Anyway, let's be honest, E3 is not happening
Give
this year.
the kids no.
Wham. Hello, Samu.
Well, E3 should happen.
I know E3
I
should
know, it
happen,
sucks.
but I don't think it is.
Sam, can I
So many
say
people have already
something?
pulled out, and California is on high alert, I believe, for, you know, some health-related issues that are currently going on in the world. But I reckon...
I'll be right back, I guess. But
That's fine.
I was about to chime in, but I'll be right back again.
Yeah, I think it's... I think it's basically not happening. Rude, I don't give a fuck. Dude, it kind of sucks, TBH. Yeah. I mean, yeah, smack her. No. Ugh! I smacked the automaton. Broke it. We can't get basic shit like water anymore because everyone's doomsday prepping. Yeah, I mean,
Oh
here...
my god, we were in a shop and this couple, like a middle-aged couple, went in. I was in there, Josh arrived later. They bought a whole shopping cart of about over 20 packs, like 9 packs of loo roll and kitchen roll, like a piled up shopping cart. And then they came in after. They loaded it into their car and then they came back in and got more.
I don't know if anyone's noticed. I'm pretty quiet about it, but I tend to get caught up in paranoia.
Yeah, because you want us to get toilet roll and we have loads.
Yes, we do. How am I
I
going to
don't
wipe
get
my
it.
bum?
Why are people buying toilet roll, Josh? Please
Yeah, you'd think
explain.
food and water would be
Yeah.
the priority.
Why is it toilet roll? Just wash it. Just wash your ass if the apocalypse happens. Just wash your fucking ass.
For me, the
after
reason
you shit.
the reason I wanted to get more toilet roll today is because, like, there's probably going to be a shortage at some point.
Yeah, but we've got loads.
I
And
use a
we've got
lot.
loads of tissue as well.
I was at my job at Little Caesars, and this lady came in with one of those con masks, and the OWO face on it. Like, this bitch is going to entrust her life to a cloth mask with cat whiskers and shit. That's amazing. Yeah, that's stinky. Those aren't actual real. If for anyone watching this, cloth masks like that are typically not actual medical masks. It's a fashion item.
They can help stop the spread,
But
if
they
you're
need to be
wearing
washed
it.
properly, whereas real medical masks are disposed of.
Yes. But yeah, it's.
I know you know.
yeah,
I'm saying for
you smart, but yeah.
actual medical masks wouldn't protect you either. Yeah, the
No,
only
it just
people.
stops the spread. It stops it coming out. It doesn't stop it going in.
The only people who need to be wearing medical masks are people working with infected people, medical workers, and people who are infected.
Yeah.
Because the virus is spread by cough droplets. I didn't want to talk about the coronavirus.
Well, that's the main news right now,
I know.
worldwide, and we have just gained 2 viewers. So keep talking.
Oh God. So it wasn't a fashion. She was an elderly Hispanic woman, so it wasn't a fashion statement.
Growth finds cure for corona.
I wish.
Just drink corona.
Just a
It's
drink.
fine. I don't know why they haven't capitalized on it.
What, corona?
Yeah.
They tried to pay to have the name of the virus changed.
Is that why it's COVID-19?
No, do you not know about this?
No.
They tried to pay the World Health Organization or something big money to have the name changed. The gang finds the cure for corona. Next news. Doom.
Yes. 2 weeks.
They released a cool little thing about the
2 weeks.
soundtrack.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, it is. What else? Oh, big news.
Big news.
For fans of PlayStation or whatever. HBO is going to be making a Last of Us TV series. Here's what I think. Please, for the love of God, don't make it just a remake of the game, because then everyone's going to be like, well, this is just the cutscenes for the game remade in live action.
Yes.
Make it an original story based in the same world, for God's sake. It's Always Sunny is the longest running live action comedy or sitcom. Is it actually? I'm not surprised. It's got like 15 seasons.
Yeah, it's long.
Anyway, I think they could do something really cool with this, but they're probably going to be lazy. New trailer for Scoob.
You're pushing your luck, Scoob.
It looks
Pretty good.
It looks like it could be pretty good.
I would
16
spoil it
years.
from the beginning,
Blimey.
I admit.
That's wild. Always Sunny being the longest running sitcom. It is off,
Wait.
right?
Huh?
It
Yeah.
is off.
I could play a song there.
Is it Sony Pictures Animation? It
Yes,
looks
it
like
is.
Sony Pictures Animation. They've been on a good streak, haven't they? No, it's Warner Brothers, Jess. It's Warner Brothers. It's not Sony. It's not Sony.
Did you
It's
get
Warner
what I
Brothers.
was playing?
No, I didn't.
Should I play it again and you can figure it out?
The only other sitcom is The Simpsons, which has been around for 25 years. That's why you have to add live action in there. I see. I thought you were doing a Scooby-Doo
I
theme.
was. It
Uh,
sucked though.
No comment.
It's because the spacing like between notes on here is not equal at all.
This is not it, Jess. I'm sorry. Oh, man.
If
that's-
they're not equal, you should probably tune it.
You can't tune an
it's an
automaton.
That's the joke.
Fuck! Samuel, what would you do if E3 was cancelled?
What if instead of your
What would I do if E3 was cancelled? Not care because I'm not
Yeah.
going to E3.
What would you do if MomoCon was cancelled?
Cry because I just bought my fucking ticket.
I saw your tweet that you just bought your ticket.
I'm sure
I
they
just
would.
bought the ticket.
Like, they've got to.
A lot of press events are being cancelled.
A lot of everything's being cancelled.
No, it's
because-
mostly just press things.
Yeah, true.
When is E3 usually held?
June-ish
Yeah.
time? Yeah, mid-year.
Yeah.
Okay, let me. For those of you who may or may not be worried about the coronavirus, let's think about it like this. It's like the flu. Because one of the main ways to fight it is with warmth and also alcohol. We're gonna go around that, but it's warmth is one way to fight it. So the second it hits, it gets really warm. Shit's gone.
Yeah. Hopefully by summer it's gonna basically
Hopefully
be on
it'll
the
be the
down.
same.
In the
case,
in the
yeah.
coming months for here in America, it's gonna get very warm, except for more of the northern areas.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
in California, it's about to be smoldering hot. So
Yeah. Hopefully hopefully the heat's going to basically take care of it. The only worry is it spreading to a significant portion of the population before that, because it's so much more contagious than regular flu.
the amount of people who have died is not anywhere close to how many the flu have killed.
That's because
the only
it's
people really
a new
susceptible to it.
virus.
The only people susceptible to it are young people, very young people whose
Yeah.
immune systems aren't fully developed, or
Yeah.
old people who've lived a long time and their immune systems are kind of like, hey,
I think
it could work, but I don't wanna.
I think that's the thing. A lot of people are worrying about deaths, but deaths isn't the main worry with the coronavirus. There aren't going to be many deaths outside of the elderly and the super young. The main problem is that if it does spread to a large portion of the population, then there's going to be a lot of people who are incapable of working.
Yeah.
And obviously that has a bunch of issues, sort of shortages of whatever. It's not going to be like a fucking survivors situation where everyone's going to be dying off. It's a much more material worry than that, of
Okay.
too many people being sick,
Here's the thing. If
Yeah.
people are sick, I don't want them to go to work. So if everybody in Amazon ends up getting sick and they have to take off work because they have a virus they don't want to give to anybody else and they don't want to infect any of the products they're making and shipping, I'd rather them do that than them come to work, infect everything, and have people bitch about it because, god damn it,
Yes, I agree.
don't
I
make
agree.
people work when they can't.
Yes, I agree. But I think Yeah, it's hopefully it's going to be gone within the next few months. Hopefully E3 won't get
Yeah,
cancelled.
Hopefully.
It's just it's just a case of
dropping out of E3 though.
yeah, it's just a case of companies and governments keeping an eye on it and trying to contain it so that it doesn't spread to a large enough portion of the population that farming communities get affected and things like that. Because
Though
it can be
though,
spread
let's be
to
honest,
animals as well as humans.
It can be spread to animals, but animals can't spread it back to humans.
Yes, that's right.
That's the thing. Though it may affect, the quality of the cattle that we are currently trying to eat.
Yes.
But let's on the lighter side of this whole topic. If you get coronavirus, you have to then contract Lyme disease because you cannot have corona without Lyme. That is a fact.
Fuck's sake. It's true. If anyone watching this right now at any point gets the coronavirus, then you need to go out of your way to get Lyme disease.
Contract Lyme.
What's the worst that
actually
could
contract
happen?
Don't do it. Don't actually contract Lyme disease. We here at GRYITH Co do not condone you contracting Lyme disease.
Yes, please don't actually contract Lyme disease, and do not. If you do not blame it on me. But also, don't do it.
Don't. If they ask why you went out of your way, don't tell them that the internet funny man told you to do it.
That a funny beard man on internet said to. Politigryth has killed more people in 2020 than the coronavirus.
Yes.
I know, that's actually a fact. He killed me.
It's true.
I'm a ghost.
He's a digital ghost.
Speaking of ghosts,
Ghost of Tsushima has a new trailer.
Are you impressed by my segue?
That was a great segue, Jess. I'm proud of you.
That was an amazing transition. Go for it.
It still looks kind of boring to me. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm still not sold on this game. Something
Everything looks boring to you.
That's true. But on that note,
anything that isn't Stadia or Cats.
How dare you
Cats
attack me like this?
It's a good film, Samu.
On a different note that will make you happy, Samu. One thing I have kind of been sold on a bit is Final Fantasy VII. I've played the demo, and it was
good.
fun.
Let me tell you. Let me talk about the demo real quick. I'm taking over GRYITH show.
All right, let me get a video up. You talk.
The Final Fantasy VII Remake is being released. I believe it's now being released in early April. They had to push it back. Let me actually just make sure of that. Because I saw it on the gate. Yeah, April 10th. They're releasing it early April because they had to push it back to add polish to the game. Because of the fact of, first off, the game itself, what they've done with it already is amazing, but they had to polish it up to make sure that it's everything they wanted it to be to keep the old charm while bringing in the new game. Now, people are going to be like GRYITH had said to me before, oh, it's people are only going to play it for the nostalgia factor. Well, guess what, GRYITH?
Okay.
I felt nostalgia in there. But I felt honest to God amusement from the gameplay and the chatter between the two, because you don't have that idle chatter in the original game. Yeah. It gave more life to it, and it honestly made me really enjoy it. I really love them bickering.
Yeah, the dialogue was one of the most fun parts for me. It's very silly and goofy and fun.
Hello there.
The whole thing is kind of very silly and goofy and fun.
20-something? First.
Yeah.
What? Soldier, first class. It doesn't go in the 20s. What the hell are you talking about? I meant your age, not your goddamn rank.
Fuck's sake. Oh, Josh is Linkara after he falls off the fourth. Oh no, I'm falling off the fourth wall. Is that Linkara? I can't. Yeah. I'm not very good at summoning voices on the fly.
Linkara. I do. By the way, that dialogue you can see.
Yes.
The dialogue subtitles you can see on the left. I both do and do not like that.
I agree. I think it's nice that you can see the dialogue. I don't like the placement though.
Yeah, I'd rather it be like at the bottom where it has like the name over it, like that.
Yes, I agree.
Because that's how you know subtitles, and I don't really, it doesn't bug me if it's down there.
You do it really good, and then you start doubting yourself. Yeah, I know. I know. That's what I do with all my voices.
That's what you do with everything.
That's what I do with everything. That's true.
Everyone praise GRYITH. GRYITH, you good.
No.
But the first minutes of the demo for me when I was playing to find out the commands.
Yeah.
I completely automatically went into operator mode way before it told me about operator mode. It was like, ooh, shiny button, let's press it. Strong heavy attacks.
One thing I did find with the demo as a whole, which is just the JRPG thing, that why haven't they learned yet? Why haven't people who make JRPGs learned yet? please don't stop
What do you
the
mean?
game every 5 seconds to tell me basic shit.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it.
Well, it's the beginning of the game.
No,
and they
no,
want to
let me
make
tell
sure
you.
that you. No. I understand what you're trying to say because you're in the middle of a fight, and then all of a sudden you're mashing the button, but a screen comes up and you can't mash the button no more. And it's like, here, let me give you some information, and you're like, don't care, need press button.
Yes, and that's bad.
Yeah, I know, but
Intuitive.
I think
Like,
the
a lot
worst,
of
the
this stuff
worst,
is easy
the
stuff
worst,
like
yeah,
that.
the worst one for me was when I hit pause, and it was like, here's the pause menu tutorial.
Yeah.
This is what the pause menu is.
It's just like have it so
Okay,
the first time
but
you
to be
scroll over
fair-
stuff, it just hovers above it or something.
No, yeah, just do
to be fair, in the original game, they actually taught you how to use the pause menu.
I don't think that's an
So they're just
excuse.
pulling no, I'm not saying it's an excuse. So I'm saying they're just pulling the same shit here.
I guess. Like, compare it to, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a Western game, God of War. When it's doing the tutorial for God of War, it doesn't stop the game. The controls just, like, fade in on the side. And it doesn't
Exactly.
stop the game and bring up a screen to do it. It just fades in.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Which
press
is how
X.
It should be, really.
Press square to
If
do
they
the fight.
To learn
brought,
that it stops
if they
you from
put the
learning.
tutorials before the fight, like say, oh, you know, if you hit this enemy enough, it'll get into a stagger effect. Like if they did it before the fight instead of mid-fight, that'd be much better. Even if it stops the fight, or if it like stalls the time, so like the enemy doesn't do the animation
Yeah.
until you've pressed the button,
Yeah.
that'd be fine.
I would even say that they don't need to do it in a text box. They could give you a combat scenario in which you naturally learn about the stagger mechanic
Yeah, which
and
is,
things like that.
That's what they do. Like that's why Breath of the Wild is so good because it doesn't
Exactly,
have a
Breath of the Wild is
tutorial.
a
It's just
great
like,
example.
Here you go. Everything's intuitive. Just
Yeah,
press buttons.
you learn
and
about
figure it out.
you learn about all the mechanisms and systems naturally
Yeah.
by discovering them yourself, and it's a lot more rewarding.
Yeah, and it it gives
If
you more
they
of a sense of skill and
decided-
agency.
If they decided to do the thing where it said like they give you like a mini text box, and then afterward, like after the fight, it like here's we've given you a note in the menu under this, like there should be like a journal sort of thing, I think.
Yeah.
But like we've given you like a help, giving you a full note on the stagger.
Yes.
You can look at it at
Yeah,
any point in
And
your
just-
menu. That
yes,
would have been
that
fine.
would be
If they
great.
gave us a mini explanation and then did that, that would have been great.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what a lot of JRPGs do
Yeah,
anyway. So it would fit
I think-
thematically,
yeah.
like for the nostalgia factor and whatever. Like it fits the universe, it fits the game style.
Because it
would
reminded me of the worst game I've ever played. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which up until like 20 hours into the game keeps stopping the fucking game to tell you some shit that I already fucking know. And it gave me flashbacks, PTSD flashbacks to the worst game ever made.
Now, if you could turn off tutorials, great. That'd be
Yes, I agree. Oh,
good. Because, like you said, most of this, like Breath of the Wild, most of the stuff in this fight is intuitive, seeing as
Yeah.
every second, like in the fight, the characters do give you helpful hints on how to fight the enemies. Like when
Yeah,
you
they're like-
fought the Scorpion Sentinel, it's like use Thunder Magic, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I will
who's
now
got
use Thunder Magic.
Barrett.
Yes.
Okay, I'll now use Thunder Magic. I like the fact that they told me about Limit because you didn't get Limit until that point in the fight, and it taught you how to activate it. And that's the only time I was okay with the text box appearing to tell me about.
Yeah, I would be tempted to agree with that, but again, I feel like there's a more natural way of saying it.
There is a more natural way, but that was the only time I was okay with them
Yeah.
interrupting to go, oh, hey, by the way, you've charged your limit meter. If you go into the command menu, there's now an extra box that says limit activated
Yes.
to use your limit. I'm like, okay, thank you. I didn't know I had it. Thank you very much.
Peppy says, Josh, can you make an atop the fourth wall review of Marshwood? Yes. Yes, I can do that. I will edit together footage of Linkara and make it like and voice over it so he's talking about fucking Marshwood.
That would suck ass. I'm not into it.
Perfect.
Ooh, yes, this is a really cool story.
Next-
I'm ready for this.
Next news, there's a new Amnesia game made by the original creators, Frictional Games,
And it looks very
which is very
cool.
interesting. Their last game was Soma, which was fantastic. That was a brilliant, underrated as shit game.
It was
Um,
okay.
For me, it was mostly the story. The game, I will admit, the gameplay is pretty basic in Soma. It's just stealth horror, pretty standard. But the story and the writing and the dialogue was what made it stand out.
This is also based in a desert, which sounds really interesting.
Yeah, it's a different setting for the series and for, fictional games.
And it could totally work for horror. It's not something that's explored often, but it could totally work.
Yeah. It's either going to be really good or really disappointing.
Or really okay.
Yeah. Oh, look. Here's Bethesda pulling out of an event that they announced 2 days before they pulled out of it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to insult them for it because it's, public health is more
Coronavirus,
important
yeah,
than,
absolutely. It just sucks that they had to release that and then bloody cancel
Immediately right after, be like, yeah, we're sorry.
Yeah, it's got to be really, really nasty to have to do that.
And it was like small metal bands too.
Yeah, it was.
Really nice.
Yeah. Oh well. They'll probably
Bethesda did something nice for once.
Would you go?
Yeah, for once. Would I go?
Yeah,
I
it's in
wouldn't go. It's not my kind of thing.
Yeah.
Next news: Taika Waititi has been brought on to make a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory series for Netflix.
I'm so into that.
If Taika isn't acting Willy Wonka, then what's the point?
Exactly.
That's what I say. Next news: Resident Evil 3 stuff. It was people misinterpreted a thing, thinking that Nemesis could break into safe rooms, but then it was reconfirmed that he can't break into safe rooms.
Yeah.
And there was a whole mess about it. But
no, it's done.
Okay.
No,
Let me tell you, that would be the shittiest thing to happen, but also it would be scary, and that would be the thrill of the game at that point. Just to like you're in a safe room, you think everything's fine, all of a sudden the door and partial of the wall crashes down as a tyrant is now in the safe.
I would be fine with it if it was like a scripted thing. If they did as like
if it was a scripted
event.
thing, yeah. But every other part of that, if you could just like if it was scripted, that's fine. But if like randomly you're in a safe room and all of a sudden
And it
tyrant
happens.
crashing
It would be
through,
cool the first
you're
time,
low
but-
health, you're trying to go through your stash to get health, and you're low health, and then tyrant crashes through and just one punches you.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be stinky.
That'd be terrible.
Oh look, here's South by Southwest announcing that they are cancelling South by Southwest, the entire festival.
Not just a segment, the entire fucking festival. Which sucks.
What a week. Next news. The developers behind SCP Secret Lab. Oh yeah, what were you gonna say?
Quick side news: Masahiro Sakurai passes out due to fatigue at the gym.
I did hear
possibly
about that.
from overworking, possibly just because he was working out too hard. I don't know the full story. I'll get back to you when I do.
Yeah, I heard about that. Again, I want to know the full story before I say anything.
People are already jumping to major health issues and stuff, but I just think it was he overworked himself a bit too hard, and it's just a minor thing.
It's
He'll
not
be
like he doesn't
fine.
have a history of overworking himself.
You know, working on Smash because all the little gremlin kiddies who play it are like, we want to. And Masahiro Sakurai's like, and then Masahiro Sakurai has to be like, I guess I won't give the people what they want and actually make their lives worse.
Yeah.
Piranha Plant and Ultimate.
I remember when that happened. That was so out of nowhere. It made so much sense and so little at the same time. Anyway, the developers behind SCP Secret Lab released this video 2 days ago, and we still don't know what this is about.
What is scopophobia?
I don't know what scopophobia is. Let's look it up. Scopo.
I got you, fam. I already have it up because I saw it. So scopophobia is it's the fear of being stared at.
Okay,
now,
that makes sense because the guy in the
now,
video is
what's
SCP-096.
the one SCP?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the guy in the video is 096. Oh,
Well, yeah, it looks like it anyway. Who else is this guy gonna be?
Yeah, the man with his
He's a
head
big,
bowed
pale,
in the
naked
corner.
guy with big hands and long arms with his head bowed in the corner, and then after the screen goes black, he's screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe it has something to do with maybe you play as 096. Maybe it's an SCP game where you play as the SCPs.
Yeah. It
That
could
isn't
be
Secret Lab.
It could be as simple as rework for 096 in Secret Lab, or it could be an entire new game based around
Or a new
096.
game.
Northwood has nothing to do with Secret Lab, though.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they
Do they?
Yes, they what did they do on it? Fuck. Give me a sec. I need to do some side
Well, I assume they
research.
keep the lore as correct as they can in the game. Like, keep the information as correct as they can with working with the SCPs, because they are the people who are behind the SCPs.
Also games.
So, like, yeah, the Plague Doctor, you know,
Yeah.
if he touches someone, they die.
They did something for Secret Lab.
Yeah. They formed. Yeah, the studio formed during the development of Secret Lab,
Right.
and is now just the. Yeah, they made Secret Lab, and yeah, originally it wasn't called Northwood Studios, but after they all came together making Secret Lab, they decided to start calling themselves Northwood Studios. So as I said, it could be as simple as a rework for 096.
I guess that would make sense as to why the Secret Lab newsfeed now has Scopophobia on there.
Yeah, exactly.
And it says an update to SCP-SL. Scopophobia is Secret Laboratory's next major update, assuming no delays. It'll be released this March as soon as it's ready, featuring the return of old faces as well as a huge overhaul to one of our existing SCPs.
Oh, I wonder which one.
Getting a rework.
Well, there we go. Yeah.
It's one of our largest updates yet, and we hope will improve the game in every aspect. Without further ado, let's move on to what can be expected later this month. Yes, the next thing is 096 rework. Do you want me to read it off?
Send me a link and you can read it off, and I'll look at it whilst you do.
Let me figure out how to do. I mean, it's on the. Just go into your Steam library on this. Yeah, it's on the top thing. I'll wait till you have it up.
Did I have Steam open? Am I gonna have to wait for Steam to open?
Okay, let me. In case you don't, I will find a way to get it.
There we go. Steam's open.
Oh, I don't know how people can be against the new Steam UI. It's so much better.
There we go. All right. If you haven't seen the teaser yet, I see it. I've got it up.
Open it up and just scroll down to the feature list automatically because I'm going to start with SCP-096's rework. Scopophobia is packed with features, but the largest one is the namesake of the update. SCP-096's rework, developed from the ground up for a completely new gameplay experience. SCP-096 has been given a full facelift, including a new model, new animations, new audio, and new gameplay. 096 is ready to see the public light yet, and is still in testing, but is very nearly at a phase when patrons can expect to get their hands on it to see 096's terrifying glory firsthand. So if you're a patron of SCP-SL, you will be able to play this firsthand before any of the public. You can expect updates to come in the next few weeks as we iron out any final flaws and get it ready to be presented. Go ahead real quick before I go on.
I do want to say, it said it would be an audio rework, but I watched the trailer, and my first thought watching the trailer was, oh, those screams don't sound as good. Yeah. They're not as threatening. But maybe in the game it'll sound better. Who knows?
Because it would be rude to leave it off with no information about 096. Here's a small list of the new features. A full revamp of the Rage system, active abilities both in and out of Rage, original model, audio, and voice acting. No more old assets. Features fully rigged first-person animations. Oh, that's going to be great.
Yeah.
It is now the tallest SCP in the game. He was already the tallest SCP in the game.
Yeah, but only when in... I think 106 might have been a bit taller.
Okay, yeah, 106 taller. That's the triple S, status, stamina, and spawning. Ooh, this is a large one.
Blimey, that is big.
I don't know if it's.
Let's skim through
it.
If
it's worth it.
I think we'll
skim through it. I'm gonna skim through it just to read the first lines of each. Firstly, status effects. If you play RPGs, you'll be familiar with the concept of status effects. It defines any condition, permanent or temporary, that affects the player in some way. Some of those already exist. SCP-207 applies an effect that increases your speed but drains your health. And Scopophobia will include over a dozen new status effects ranging from blindness and deafness to bleeding out as you sprint.
Blimey.
Yikes. We decided to implement the stamina system, which grants a limited amount of sprint time before you have to slow down and catch your breath by moving at a normal pace. Damn, no more speed runs. With default settings, one can expect to run for about 25 seconds before tiring out and having to wait for stamina to regenerate. We've introduced spawning tickets, a way to prevent stalemates to lock the round into place instead of having unlimited respawns. The NTF and Chaos Insurgency now draw from a team-wide pool of tickets in order to supply new squads. By default, the
Okay.
NTF start with 24, and the Chaos receive 14. Each respawn player consumes 1 ticket from the pool. So
Alright, that could work out really well, but it also could mess up.
fuck over the game
Yeah,
entirely.
it could fuck it over a little bit.
I mean, yeah, it keeps, you know, like you like 3 Chaos left and you're about to kill the last NTF, and then a whole other squad of NTF spawn.
Yeah.
And then that one Chaos manages to escape, and then a whole squad of Chaos spawns.
Yeah. I see why they've done it, but it could backfire.
There is now facility updates.
Oh, I see. For scopophobia.
Scroll down
we've also
more. I
chosen-
need to look up. I need to find out what SCP-07. Oh, 79 is the computer. Why am I an idiot?
Yeah. The return
we
of
try to
Alpha
make
Warhead.
facility a little more consistent. The Alpha Warhead lights, which now exist in all rooms, including the surface zone. I'm assuming that's what the red lights are. The addition of LCD screens and light containment zone checkpoints that count down to decontamination.
Oh, finally, the
that's
screens will
good.
actually
That'll
do
help.
something.
Yeah, that'll help. Allowing SCP-079 to lock down rooms in entrance zone, which thank God,
Yeah.
because that was broken.
It was severely broken. Interact with
Allowing
Windows.
0492 and 106 to interact with Windows.
That
Can
is
we break
good.
Windows now?
Yeah, sounds like it. This is no means an exhaustive list, but it should give you an idea of what's
It
expect in
looks visually
scopophobia.
a lot nicer.
Yeah, that lighting's very nice.
Mm.
UI overhaul.
So
Ooh.
there's no, they didn't add a lot to. They didn't add all the things they're doing, but they added some things that you get as interesting. UI overhaul.
Revamp main menu.
Let me just skim through this. I'm gonna skip through this. Completely redesigned UI in many aspects. Revamp main menu. Revamp setting menu to allow easier changing of options. In-game HUD, which now you are allowed to show and hide display bars as needed.
Great.
This lets
So
the
it's-
stamina bar stay invisible when stamina is full, become visible once you start using it.
Great,
To ensure
I
that
like
your screen is
that.
covered with redundant visual clutter. Every status effect has visual feedback, covering your screen with a
Vignette.
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 I'm gonna call it a vignette. Fuck you. Or the
Okay.
visual effect to show you're affected by it, much like SCP-268 does.
Great. Brilliant.
This update's gonna be a large one, and this doesn't list the full change. That's all I'm gonna read. That's it. Go ahead.
Does it say when it's
You can
coming
move
out?
on to the next. The end of March.
Okay, well,
They said
there we go.
They said at the top it'll be releasing this March as soon as it's ready. So somewhere here in the March we're gonna do a SCP-SL stream.
Hell yeah.
Woo!
Keep an eye out for that.
Oh my god, the end of March is going to be.
The end of March is
so
fucking
much.
packed.
Oh, there's so much stuff.
We
That,
got
like-
Doom
And
Eternal.
April
Yeah, that, like,
we
too.
got
10-day
Animal
period.
Crossing.
Yeah.
We've got a
and
bunch
we
of
got
stuff.
SCP Secret Lab.
Yeah, and I think we've got a couple other things out here.
Yeah.
But it's on our front, like
And then
stuff
right
that's
after
happening to
March,
affect
we
streams.
have Final Fantasy VII
I'll talk to you about that,
Remake.
Okay.
Yes, Final Fantasy Remake, and also in April is fucking Resident Evil. That's what it's called,
Yes.
Resident Evil.
And Marshwood episode 7.
March 14th.
Marshwood
is
episode
the day
3, do you
Crowds
mean?
Rise.
Because we haven't 3 yet.
I mean 7. We're jumping ahead in time.
Shit,
No one's gonna
it's a time
understand it.
skip.
Did you not read the fucking script?
I'm sorry. I saw it, but I didn't have
sent
time
you
to.
revisions.
God damn it! I saw the first copy that you sent me. I didn't expect you to change it that much.
I'll be right back. I gotta deal with that now.
God damn. Some sad news. Actor Max von Sydow has sadly passed away. He's the kind of actor. He was the kind of actor that you probably don't know the name. You might recognize the name, but you'd know the things he's been in. He's been in Star Wars and Elder Scrolls and Seventh Seal. Very prolific, and it's very sad to see him go. And I'm surprised not more people are reporting on this. But oh well. Moving on to our next one. Let's not stay on that. Speaking of deaths, what about the death of the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Because not a single person cares about the only Marvel movie coming to cinemas in the near future.
I actually couldn't care less.
I don't think anyone can.
They've ended it. Like, I don't see why.
Did you know this trailer even came out?
No.
This
I
came
don't
out today.
care. Why would I care?
Do you remember when Spider-Man Far From Home trailers came out and people like had to see them?
Did it come out because it was International Women's Day yesterday?
Yeah, I'm 100% sure that it's the case.
Can I be honest?
Yes.
I don't like it feels like the fact of since Endgame was the last of the Avengers sorta saga, a lot of the Marvel fans have left.
Yeah.
And now they're doing all this stuff. It seems like they're just grasping at straws.
Yeah, for a lot of people, Endgame was the end.
Yeah, same.
So no one's gonna really want to watch more Marvel movies. But now it feels like they're just grasping at straws because we know our fan base is leaving. We got to get them stuff.
Yeah, I think it's a mix of things that leads to people not caring about this. Mostly, Endgame was the end for most people. Secondly, Endgame spoilers. Plug your ears if you care. Does anyone remember that Black Widow died in that movie?
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is their big
really
post Endgame,
right? They really
no, they didn't brush
No,
over
this
it,
this
Jess.
is this
just no
is
one
set.
cares about
She
Black
said in the
Widow.
beginning of the trailer, "This is before I was an Avenger."
Oh, I
So
know,
this is
I
before.
know. This is a prequel, but why is a prequel their big push into the next phase of Marvel? Like,
Don't know.
it's just a weird decision. Like, I know they're making a bunch of Disney Plus
I'm
stuff,
still-
but that's not releasing for ages.
I'm still waiting on the next X-Men movie.
Yeah, Marvel owns the X-Men now, so they're
Yeah,
probably
I'm
going to
waiting.
reboot it. I don't know what they're going to do. I think Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is almost definitely going to be the introduction of the multiverse, and then they're going to introduce the X-Men through the multiverse that way. But also before that, WandaVision is going to be a lead into Doctor Strange, so yeah, it's a little complicated.
Where's David Harbour?
I don't think anyone cares. Do you care? Why David
No.
Harbour's in? Flub says I'm only up for Spider-Man, X-Men, and Fantastic Four.
Yes.
I just want another Spider-Man, please.
Yeah, the Spider-Man films are so good.
Quite honestly.
They've always been so good.
Yeah.
Even the Amazing Spider-Mans weren't that bad, let's be honest here.
Next up, PlayStation and someone else, Twitch, accidentally leaked Call of Duty Warzone, which will be a standalone
Battle
Royale type game. Who cares?
I just hit my mic. My bad. I'm very sorry.
It's okay.
I got a notification earlier while I was driving to the bank that said Call of Duty will launch a free-to-play cross-platform battle royale game, and I immediately went, "That's fucking dumb." And then I had to
Yes.
swerve off the road because I almost hit a car.
Oh no.
That's a joke. That's a joke. I was at a stoplight.
Yeah.
You can say that, Sammy, but we all know the truth.
We know the truth. We know what really happened. Yeah, no one cares about Call of Duty Warzone. Although I probably.
I thought you were about to say no one cares about me. I was
No one
like,
cares
boy.
about your car crash.
No one cares about your actual death.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
Fuck, that takes me back. Speaking of things no one cares about, does anyone remember that Mortal Kombat 11 didn't finish releasing its DLC because they released an advert for the Spawn DLC?
Hey, remember Mortal Kombat 11?
Remember Spawn?
Remember Mortal Kombat as a game series?
We can purge.
No, it's too long ago.
Neither do I. I don't even. What game are they on now? 26? Has it been that long?
Apparently it's 11, but I think there's been like 15 games in total.
Yeah.
We don't count the quote-unquote spin-off.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. We don't even count Mortal Kombat 5.
Quite honestly, who gives a fuck? And that's it. That was the most
don't.
recent story.
Yes.
That's the end of the news.
That was.
No,
that
it's
was
not.
The first show.
Whoa, what am I missing?
You're missing one thing, Griff.
What is it? What am I missing?
Local Twitch streamer Joshua Griff Lloyd found dead in his apartment. Look behind you.
I mean, okay, I've turned it off and I've not muted it. It's a bit. Beautiful, Jess. Why don't you serenade us out whilst I end the show? Jess, can you play Marlon?
Oh, it's the Wii Shop!
Is it the Wii Shop? I didn't even get it.
It's either the Wii Shop or the Me theme.
It was one of them.
Which
Pretty
one,
sure
Jess?
it's Wii
It was
Shop.
the one that goes,
Do 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 do. That's Wii Shop.
Right, what
Well
else
done,
should I
Jess.
play?
Okay,
Give me one more.
here we go. Jukebox
Yeah, you
Jess.
gotta give me a request and I'll play it and that'll be the end.
Play
No wait, no, shut up, Grith.
Okay. I'm waiting.
Fuck, I don't. Go ahead, Grith. Go ahead. I had one,
Just
but I lost
play,
it.
the theme to the X-Files.
Which one is that?
Do 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 do.
Great. Now play Seinfeld. Thanks for coming, everyone.
Thank you for joining the Grith Show today. We talked about many a thing. This is quite the show. I
Isn't it
joined in
just?
at like the last 20 minutes. Anyway, the first recorded bit was apparently directed by a Miss Jess over there on the side.
It
Good
had
job,
a lot
Jess.
of
I didn't get
cheese
to.
in it.
I didn't get to see the recorded segment,
It was
so
20
watch it
minutes
later.
long.
Yeah, there was 3 minutes of cheese and then a frog at the end.
It's
Who is
great.
the cryptid of the week?
The cat bus from. Wait, no, man door, hand hook, car door.
What about Alex?
It was Jess's choice because she directed it. Next week's gonna be Alex. Because I'm directing it
Okay.
again. I'm back, baby. I'm back in the driver's seat. All right. Anyway, goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.